Hey, and welcome to another one of mine, No.1 Sentai Gozyuger episode commentary and reviews. This time it's episode 35, Transform! You too can become younger. And remember, if you do like what you see, please remember to like and subscribe, and maybe leave a comment or two what you think of the episodes. It just means a lot on a small channel like this. And hey, now that's out of the way, let's get into the episode. The episode opens with Samino using the Shinkenja ring on her sister, but nothing happens. As she returns the ring to Hiroyo, thanking him for letting her try, she says her wish now is to wake her sister, and her fight is not yet done. Elsewhere, a No.1 is sat at an Oden cart as the owner asks him to show his No.1 card skills, but the No.1 fumbles the cards, dropping half of them, as he complains of being in a slump. But as he starts picking them up, a Briden comes in, attacking him, saying he's not in a slump and is just a blockhead, before leaving. As the owner goes to help the No.1, he says the Briden isn't a bad guy and he's been his best friend for ages. And as he's helped up, the Briden watches from a nearby pillar. The next day at school, Kinjiro is talking with his grandson, when they're confronted by another student who says he's been waiting for Takahara, which causes some confusion until Kinjiro sees the Sentai ring. And then the student calls himself Joji, as Kinjiro rushes them both away. After the credits, Kinjiro confronts Joji in the sports hall, but they're interrupted by some Briden. Kinjiro quickly transforms as the Briden grunts film their commander fighting, as Joji transforms into the Red Dai Ranger, joining the fight with his Dairon Rod, quickly overpowering the Briden and causing them to retreat. Alone again, the pair face each other as Joji produces some cod liver drops, taking them in a rather extravagant way, causing Kinjiro to recognise him as his old friend and rival, Kaku Genji. Kinjiro suggests a party to celebrate, but Kaku says they're rivals, challenging him to a best of 3 for their rings. The first contest is making egg fried rice, and the other Gozyugers have been pulled in to act as judges to make sure it stays fair. As Rikuo comments, Kinjiro seems more serious than normal. As the Rangers watch on, Kinjiro cooks his rice, as Kaku transforms using ki powers to cook his rice. With both dishes ready, Kinjiro's is tasted first, and all the Rangers agree it tastes bad. As they go on to taste Kaku's rice, the Rangers say it's also bad, as they struggle to decide which is worse, though after a short delay, Kinjiro is declared winner. The second challenge is Menko, as Kinjiro throws his cards down to make a 5-card Arc de Triomphe. As Kaku transforms, using ki powers to create a fan, blowing his and Kinjiro's cards into a pyramid representing Tokyo Tower, as Kinjiro admits defeat. In the No.1 world, a drunken Cards No.1 staggers in, complaining about his slump, as Bouquet and Fire Candle confront him, as they say they need everyone they can, before showing him what his friend Ko is up to. The final competition between the pair is baseball, and as they both transform into baseball uniforms, and we get the announcer and cheerleaders. Kaku pitches first, using his ki power to boost the ball's speed and power, but Kinjiro counters with his wings before sending the ball flying as Kaku boosts himself up with his Dairon Rod to catch it. As Fire Candle and some Briden arrive on bicycles to challenge the Rangers. As the watching Gozyugers say they will handle it so that the challenge can continue, they transform and the fight moves to some woods, with Ko summoning Phantom No.1s, calling to a watching Cards No.1 to watch for the Rangers' weaknesses. Kinjiro launches a curveball at Kaku and uses his wings to catch it. As back with the fight, the Rangers knock back both Phantoms before Fire Candle launches a blast at Goju Wolf, who dodges it and retaliating with a slash with his Wolf Decalibur, which Fire Candle deflects, and the blasts destroy both Phantoms. As Ku calls for Bouquet, and she launches the new Aizas. Back at the baseball match, it's the 27th round, And just as Kinjiro is pitching, Kaku says his wish is the same as Kinjiro's, and it's for eternal youth, which causes Kinjiro to slip, and as the ball rockets back past him, he's unable to catch it, as both watch it fly off, only to bounce off of a flying Aiza and land at Kinjiro's feet. As Ku transports inside an Aiza, Herero calls on Dual Taiga Sword, which is surrounded and repeatedly blasted by flying enemies, who are unconcerned with innocent bystanders, as Herero uses duplicate swords to destroy the multiple waves of enemies. And as Ku tells Cards No.1 to promise he will become number 1, he charges Dual Taiga Sword, even withstanding the Infinity Divide attack, to grab onto Taiga Sword before self-destructing, though doing no damage to Taiga Sword, as the watching Card No.1 cries out. Back at Taiga Sword Village, Kinjiro returns, telling the others the contest never ended, and staring at the baseball, remembers Kaku's words about eternal youth, as he walks to a window and looks out on the sunset as the episode ends. Okay, I like this one, and it doesn't seem like this is going to be a Sentai Ring of the Week. It looks like it's going to carry on for another episode or two. In some ways, I'm a little disappointed, because I did say I wanted it to keep building up with the calamity in that, but obviously we're going back to the theme of the series, which is getting those Sentai rings slowly, occasionally, when they can remember. And we've got another No.1, and this is one that has lost his mojo, so not so groovy, baby. Sorry, shameless Austin Powers reference. Yes, I am ashamed of myself, but there are things of this episode that I really like. I mean, those are the I don't even know if they're downsides, because I really enjoyed this. I mean, first of all, we've got the upgraded Aizas, which now the legs retract and they get rocket engines. They're flying around. And if you watch the formations of them, they all fly in threes, in a sort of V formation like that. But the formation shape and the way they come in and curve round, and they're firing those ring blasts, or the circles coming out. Anyone else getting O-Ranger vibes? You know, I think it's even in like the opening credits of O-Ranger, where you've got the, I think it was the Paranoia fighter craft coming along, and they came along in the same formation, in the same swooping movement, and firing very similar circular blasts. So I like that, even though that came 3 years after, no, 2 years, because it was Die Ranger, Kaka Ranger, O Ranger, then Car Ranger, because I couldn't remember if Car Ranger came first. But yeah, so 2 years after Die Ranger, but we got the O Ranger. So a nice little O Ranger nod there. But of course, we also have Die Ranger references. And of course, if you watch my other main series that I'm doing at the moment, I'm doing Gosei Sentai Die Ranger. So of course, I'm a bit more in tune with this episode. So things like when, I mean, first off, his name is Kaku. The Die Ranger's mentor was Master Kaku. And this guy's called Kaku Genji. So straight off, his name is referencing Die Ranger. The I'm going to skip my favourite part for the moment in my notes. but when he does the bomber ball throw or pitch in the baseball game, he calls it bomber. The Dairanger main attack when they're finishing off the Gorma was quite often the Kiryoku bomber. So, and of course it had a similar animation effect as well. So I love that reference. But my absolute favourite has to be the egg fried rice. Because he has all his ingredients in the bowl. He throws his bowl up in the air and he goes, Kyoku da. And you've got 4 of the Rangers going, whoa, 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 whoa. Kyoku da! Whoa, 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 whoa. And at that point, when first time I was watching it, I lost it. I just burst out laughing. And of course, I downloaded the episode on my tablet and then uploaded it to the computer after virus checking it. I grabbed my tablet and went to the missus because the first time I watched this, Dairanger, first time I watched the series, I've got a deregionalized DVD player because obviously the Shout Factory DVDs are region 1, here in the UK we're region 2, so I had to watch it on that. So I'd be watching it on the bedroom, on my TV in there. And of course, I'd sing along with the theme tunes because they're catchy as hell. And of course, she'd be in there. She'd be reading her book or playing on her phone or whatever she'd be doing. And even she, like, with a few different series. And I think it was mainly Dairanger and O-Ranger. Can't remember what bit she joined in on the O-Ranger one. But for the Dairanger one, I'd be there going, Tenshin da! And she would literally be next to me just going, whoa, 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 whoa. There's Kirikida! Whoa, whoa, whoa. Stop it! She'd be doing it without even realising. It's just so catchy. So I even raced upstairs with my tablet, like got it to the right part and went, watch this. She's like, why? It's like, just watch it. Even she laughed at it. You know, she got a Sentai joke. My wife got a Sentai joke. Which, you know, I'm so happy about because I've been watching this stuff for years. I'm brainwashing her. Slowly but surely. I'm brainwashing her. It's getting in there. But, yeah, it's so good. And obviously having the Dairon rods. I don't remember there being a knife on the end of the Dairon rod. I'll have to pay more attention on the next episode I watch of Dairanger. But yeah, I mean, it's great to see the suit again. Obviously, I see it every week because I'm doing Dairanger at the moment. But it's so nice to see it, you know, in HD. Aside from anything else. So yeah, be interesting to see what happens next week. Like I say, I don't watch the next time on. I even like skip the opening credits because at the end of the opening credits they've got that bit in yellow showing like stuff that's going to happen in the episode. I'd avoid all that so I can always watch the episode without having any clue what's going on. So, you know, I don't know if Kaku's coming back next week or if they're going to leave it a few weeks. I don't know which I'd prefer, actually. I don't know if I want him to come back and get this over straight away or to make it last a bit longer. I mean, what? So 35, so we've got 15 episodes left. So, yeah, I want it to build up, but at the same time, it's Dairanger. I mean, you can see him there in the background on my blanket. I do like that blanket. Even though it's kind of weird that well, can't really see him because he's like on the arm of the sofa. But it's even got Akiba Ranger for some reason. I don't know. It's Temu, but I like it. Yeah, so that was episode 35. And I'm looking forward to seeing what 36 has got. You know, we've had a slump in Gozyuger. We've had some brilliant episodes come. I don't know if it's just the humour, but this one's sort of not quite up there the last couple of weeks, but it's not far off. We're not going back into a slump at the moment. So I'm happy. And I'll see you guys next week. Let me know what you think in the comments. I'll see you soon.